Tracking some scattered showers for most of the day tomorrow and fairly seasonal temperatures around 50 degrees. I'll have more in your forecast coming up next.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, a terrifying plot stopped just in time. Police say a man planned to open fire at the world's busiest airport. Plus, tensions remain high in the Middle East, even after the recent ceasefire deal was made. And we have more details on the newest bomb proposal being put forth by Wynn Schools. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
A first look at your forecast as we get ready for your Tuesday. Might be hard to get out of bed tomorrow morning. It'll just be those cloudy and rainy type of day. But for tonight, temperature is very comfortable and mild for us into the upper 40s. This is what our daytime highs really should be looking like, and we really will stay very similar for most of the day tomorrow. Temperatures won't rise all that much. We'll have mostly cloudy skies and showers pretty much at some point between sunup and sundown. But I will break it all down for you, let you know what you need to know for the rest of the week in just a few minutes.
Kelly, thank you. A worker has been pronounced dead after a vehicle crashed within a construction zone. According to the Marquette County Sheriff's Department, the crash happened on M553 in Sands Township. Deputies arrived as bystanders and co-workers performed life-saving efforts. The vehicle had been heading south when it left its lane, sideswiping a construction truck and hitting the worker. It then continued south before striking a second truck down the road. The driver was taken to UP Health System Marquette for treatment. M553 was closed over several hours for the investigation, which is still ongoing. Police today arrested a man they say was planning to open fire with an assault rifle at the world's busiest airport, Hartsfield-Jackson in Atlanta. Nearly 300,000 travelers pass through that airport each day, and the police say they arrested the man as he was checking out the domestic terminal. Skylar Henry is at the airport in Atlanta with the latest on the investigation.
Police say a crisis was averted as surveillance video shows law enforcement moving in on 49-year-old Billy Joe Cagle as he arrived at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. Cagle left his truck parked out front and then scoped out the TSA security line.
I'm just here.
Just after 9:30 this morning, police received a warning that Cagle was headed over with plans to shoot up the airport with an AR-15 assault rifle. He made the threat on a social media live stream. A family member saw it, then contacted police.
Put your hands behind your back.
The arrest was made after police discovered the weapon loaded with 27 bullets inside the suspect's car. Police described Cagle as mentally challenged.
I do believe that Mr. Cagle was headed back to his truck to retrieve it, and I do believe he was likely to use that weapon inside the crowded terminal.
Cagle is facing multiple charges, including terroristic threats to possession of a firearm. Atlanta's Mayor Andre Dickens.
See something, say something did work, and so we are standing here talking about a tragedy averted versus us standing here telling you about 27 plus lives that were lost or injured.
All of this as airport officials warn travelers this morning of longer TSA wait times due to staffing shortages because of the government shutdown.
1 week after President Trump's historic visit to the Middle East, the fate of the ceasefire he helped broker between Israel and Hamas is uncertain. Vice President J.D. Vance departed for Israel late Monday in an effort to calm tensions and keep the peace deal on track. Erica Brown has more.
Vice President J.D. Vance is on his way to Israel to address growing tensions. He is scheduled to meet with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Tuesday. Over the weekend, Israel's military launched strikes in Gaza following an attack that killed 2 Israeli soldiers. Hamas denied responsibility, but President Trump blames them for violating the ceasefire.
They're going to be very good. They're going to behave. They're going to be nice. And if they're not, we're going to go and we're going to eradicate them if we have to. They'll be eradicated.
Trump said that he did not mean U.S. boots on the ground, but that there were many countries who were part of the peace deal who said they would be willing to offer assistance.
I mean, we've had countries calling me when they saw some of the killing with Hamas, saying we'd love to go in and take care of the situation ourselves.
As the White House pushes its nationwide crackdown on crime, an appeals court handed the Trump administration a legal victory Monday, ruling President Trump can deploy National Guard troops to Portland, Oregon. The appeals panel froze a lower court's order blocking the Guard deployment. Oregon's governor has called the administration's efforts an abuse of power.
Oregon remains united in the fight against this unwanted, unneeded military intervention in Oregon.
This comes as the president announced plans to visit China fairly early next year and warned of even bigger tariffs on Chinese imports if a trade agreement isn't reached soon.
China's paying 55% and a potential 155% come November 1st unless we make a deal.
The president is expected to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping in person later this month at an economic summit in South Korea.
Gwinn area community schools are once again proposing a bond towards renovations and additions to its facilities, taking a different approach this time around. WZMQ's Andrew Hands has the details.
After numerous failed proposals over the years, the Gwinn community will vote on a newly written millage for its school district in November. New Language is seeking $48,065,000 across a single 30-year term.
We're hoping to have those that are on board knowing this is it. There's more dollars going into it, but it's all done.
Compared to the previous two-phase process attempted in May, the new single-phase plan aims to fix the high school's dated roof, update classroom equipment, address safety concerns, and reconstruct the school's district into one campus, creating a new elementary building on current school ground.
These are big things. You can't take just regular operational education funding and touch it. We had listening sessions, and in those listening sessions, people are very much in favor of efficiency.
As the township moves towards the future, Dr. Croney says that in making these choices for the school, the community will be able to grow itself much stronger over the years, well after staying reliant on federal funds.
In the past, the K.I. Sawyer Air Force Base paid for everything, so they haven't had to. If we are prepared for that, by having a viable site, we're going to retain students, and we'll have the community thrilled to death because their property values will hold steady and grow.
Voting will be held November 4th. In Gwinn, Andrew Hands, WZMQ 19 News.
A major computer platform outage is bringing problems to companies, governments, and universities around the world. Amazon's cloud computing service started experiencing widespread problems overnight. Wendy Gillette reports.
Millions trying to log in to popular sites, services, and apps were logged off as Amazon Web Services experienced a major outage. Snapchat, Reddit, Amazon, and Venmo are just some of the affected companies.
They're one of the largest providers in the world.
Tech Radar's editor-at-large, Lance Ulanoff, says that's why so many businesses are involved. Amazon Web Services provides cloud computing infrastructure, effectively a backbone for much of the internet. The site Down Detector, which tracks online outages, shows the spike in problems early Monday morning.
We just created this cascading failure that infected, I can't even tell you how many different websites.
Amazon says its domain name system caused the problem. An initial fix did not immediately solve all of the issues. The outage included smart home apps like Ring and Alexa.
Many of them weren't being smart anymore. They lost their intelligence because they lost their connection to the internet.
There's no indication the outage was the result of a cyber attack. It's just the latest major internet failure demonstrating the world's online dependence. Last year, a CrowdStrike software outage grounded planes around the world and affected hospitals and courts. Amazon Web Services last had a major outage 2 years ago.
Kelly Rowland has your first warning weather forecast when we come back. Plus, motorized carts are taking over a city south of Detroit. And later, Michigan State University visits the UP while on their Spartan bus tour. We'll be right back.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Looking for a car that won't fall apart on the way home? Bam! Come to John's Auto where cars are clean, run great, and don't smell like french fries. Does your car need a tune-up? Bam! Service department. Do you want your car to sparkle? Bam! Detailing department. Need a quieter sister? Bam! wait. For the best pre-owned cars, the best service, and the best detailing, come to John's Auto Marquette.
Buckle's Party Store, it's where the party starts in Calumet, with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic foreign and craft brew beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckle's Party Store in Calumet, it's where the party starts for everyone.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Important alert. Were you sexually abused by a priest in Illinois or any of these other states? You may now be entitled to significant compensation. The Illinois Attorney General released a report citing the church for protecting hundreds of sexual predator priests involving thousands of victims. Call 800-922-6777 today for a free and confidential consultation. It's 800-922-6777. Time is limited, so don't wait.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Skyrizi.
Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News. Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
Welcome back. I'm just going to take a minute or two to talk about winter predictions. So if you don't want to hear snow just yet, I'll let you know when you're good. Just cover your ears for just a second. You might have been seeing these woolly bears or the woolly worm caterpillars around. There's a folklore that they predict the upcoming winter season, how cold it's going to be. Is it going to snow for most of it? Will it be a short winter? And it all just depends on the color and the position of those colors on this little old woolly worm caterpillar. So you can blame these little things if it ends up being that, but of course this is just a folklore. I have to tell you that as a meteorologist. We don't use these actually to predict the winter, but in Pennsylvania, specifically West Erie this evening, John Tyler sent in a video of what he saw of this caterpillar, and this would point to a cold start and a cold finish. It doesn't really give a lot in terms of snow amounts, but in terms of temperatures, this is what this woolly worm wants to put for this upcoming winter. Just something fun, just something to think about as we do get closer to winter time, but we still stay fairly seasonal, especially for today, a little warmer than average, 58 when that average is 50. We will start to see a shift and trend cooler at least for most of this week, but then a lot of improvements on the way for the weekend in terms of temperature and sky conditions. So tomorrow might be tough to get out of bed just with the rain. Might be a good night to cuddle up with a book, but I know you see this out here. Yeah, it's going to get cooler, and we do have that influence from the northwest winds coming into play. It's just going to get cooler. I mean, I can't sugarcoat things. We're not going to be tracking snow, though. I don't want to scare you. We will stay into that rain area. It's not going to get that cold, but you're going to start to see blue on Futurecast just because we are changing seasons, and that is what it is. But the future rain for us, not snow, future rain is going to stay into about an inch or less, at least for the rain for tomorrow, and then we add on that potential rain for Wednesday. This is where most of the rain for the week is going to come from tomorrow and Wednesday, maybe a lingering shower or two for Thursday, and then Friday onward we are looking nice and dry. But this does help a little bit for the fall foliage, although most of the Upper Peninsula is kind of past the peak right now, so get out and enjoy while you still can. There are some areas that are at peak at this very moment, but these are the last few days or maybe weeks or so where we have those beautiful fall colors at play. Now we are going to be cooler just a little bit. The average high is 50. We'll be into the mid 40s for some of this, but if we look beyond this, kind of the weekend and beyond, we'll start to trend again for warmer than average. October has been a big back and forth in terms of trending warmer or trending colder than average, so that's what it's looking like for the 6 to 10 day outlook. Also, really quickly, we'll keep an eye on this area that's not a tropical depression just quite yet, but this is going to affect the Caribbean Sea, especially as it likely gets closer to the Dominican Republic by the time we get to Friday. But for us locally at home, we have the sky being cloudy, and we have the temperatures into the mid 40s, and we'll rise the temperatures up to the mid 50s, looking nice and mild and dry just in time for the weekend.
Kelly, thank you very much. In a small city northwest of Detroit, motorized carts are replacing cars as the vehicle of choice, forcing the city to crack down. As Mark Strassman reports, cart drivers no longer have carte blanche.
For someone with zero interest in golf, Kathy Kochensberger sure loves her golf cart.
We're thankful that they finally passed the ordinance.
She bought it as a family cruiser.
Do you drive it in town?
Yep.
How often?
Usually every evening.
You got to pay attention when you go.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, you've got to be aware of your surroundings, people, and, you know, other vehicles.
St. John's, Michigan is aware its surroundings are changing. In this city of roughly 8,000 people, golf carts motor side by side with everyday traffic. St. John's started regulating them last month, one of hundreds of communities across the country.
Why did you feel as though they needed to be regulated?
It's about safety.
Mayor Scott DeZerka told us St. John's has roughly 200 golf carts used primarily for transportation.
Heaven forbid something happens on one of them. If that golf cart gets in a wreck, it's pretty disastrous.
In Michigan alone, safety's the primary reason why more than 24 communities have passed ordinances regulating golf carts on public roads.
It's got headlights, taillights, seat belts. It'll go 25 miles an hour. It's got the sound bar.
Michael Fagan owns a booming golf cart business. He told us golfers represent only 5%. The big seller? Lifestyle.
And even year-round, because we put snow plows on them, salt spreaders. You know, people are looking at me goofy when I say that, but we probably sell 15 to 20 snow plows a year.
Ed Phelan's a safety-first kind of guy. He lives in St. John's and opposes golf carts mixing with cars.
If a cart hits a car, the golf cart is just going to lose. There's nothing there to protect the people in the golf cart.
St. John's just started inspecting golf carts, similar to cars.
Do you have a horn?
And by law now, Kathy Kochensberger can drive her cart only on streets where the speed limit is 25 miles an hour or lower. Her golf cart speed limit, 15 miles an hour. Drivers also have to be at least 18.
You feel safe in one?
Oh, definitely. Definitely, I do. I wouldn't take my grandkids on it if I didn't.
Golf carts used to lead to chipping and putting. Now, it's all about the drive.
Now to the latest on a stunning theft at one of the world's most famous museums. And get this, it happened during broad daylight. Thieves smashed an upstairs window at the Louvre in Paris yesterday while tourists wandered nearby. The burglars made off with priceless jewels and they're still at large. Elizabeth Palmer reports from Paris.
It was a heist in plain sight. The thieves parked a mobile ladder against the wall of the Louvre at 9 on Sunday morning. Then police say they broke this window and made straight for the sumptuous Apollo Gallery, where France's crown jewels are on display. It took them 7 minutes and a circular saw to steal 9 priceless objects, including a pearl and diamond tiara made for Napoleon III's wife, Eugenie, and a whole sapphire-studded set. David Chanteron is an art historian who's worked in the Louvre.
What will the thieves do with the pieces they've robbed?
It's very difficult to know what's happened after this moment.
It's possible, he says, the robbery was a special order for a private collector, but more likely the treasures will be broken up and the gems sold. All that is except this crown. The robbers dropped it in the street as they made their getaway.
Wasn't the glass in the display cabinets reinforced somehow?
La difficulté.
Incredibly, he says, it wasn't. After the robbery, tourists were ushered to the exits. Many disappointed not to see the star attraction here, the Mona Lisa, though not Jim and Joan Carpenter from California.
It's great. This is our last day of a long trip, and this is the most exciting part today.
Today, more tourists were outside the Louvre, some to visit, others to see the scene of the crime. But no one is getting inside. The Louvre is closed for a second day to let police and museum security experts do their work.
Still to come on your 19 News, we have more on the Teal Pumpkin Project and its goal to make sure kids with allergies can still enjoy trick-or-treating. We're back in 2 minutes.
Getting ready, we all have our routine. Finding an outfit. Fixing your hair. And all the other little touches. Gum, check. Keys, check. Phone, check. But of all the things you remember to bring with you, naloxone could be the most important. It can reverse an opioid overdose. You can get it without a prescription in most states, and it's really easy to use. If you or someone you know is at risk for opioid overdose, naloxone could save their life. Keep it on you and at home. For more information about naloxone, visit cdc.gov/stop-overdose.
I thought it was just a rash, but it had a bullseye ring around it. My doctor said it was a tick bite. Luckily, we caught it early.
Ticks found in tall grass around your home can spread Lyme disease and other illnesses, which can lead to chronic health issues. The CDC estimates nearly 500,000 people across the country are diagnosed with Lyme disease each year.
I didn't understand why my brother was having so many asthma flare-ups. Sometimes he couldn't breathe. Turns out a roach problem at home was triggering it.
Allergens left behind by dust mites, roaches, and rodents are a major driver of asthma attacks, especially in children.
When I had a fever, body aches, and fatigue, I never thought it would have been West Nile virus. All it took was a mosquito bite while gardening.
Mosquitoes spread West Nile virus and many other diseases, and they can breed in standing water around your home. Protect your family from pests. Get the facts at pestworld.org.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. In an effort to reinforce the long-standing relationship between the UP and Michigan State University, MSU's president led a delegation of Spartan faculty and staff to tour the UP. Our own John Truitt caught up with them in Marquette.
Michigan State University is hitting the road. The destination, the UP. MSU President Kevin Guskowitz and a team of faculty and administrators are touring Michigan's Upper Peninsula, strengthening long-standing partnerships and building new ones through the Spartan Bus Tour.
Trying to find ways that we can partner more closely with local communities, healthcare system, school districts.
Stops include Coach Tom Izzo's hometown of Iron Mountain, the Forestry Innovation Center in Escanaba, and the MSU College of Human Medicine's Rural Physician Program in Marquette.
Of the 362 graduates, 1 in 4 of those students come back and practice in the Upper Peninsula. And that is, when you compare those numbers with national statistics, that far exceeds what other rural mission programs are accomplishing.
A program that is unique to Michigan State is the Northern Wilderness Emergency and Sports Medicine elective, affectionately called COMPASS. Is a truly one-of-a-kind opportunity offered exclusively to students on the UP campus.
It teaches them resilience and improvisation to navigate emergencies in the outdoors or even just in a parking lot.
The mission at the UP campus is this: recruit, train, and retain. Recruiting students with a passion for serving rural and underserved communities, and train them through immersive community-based medical education, and then retain them as residents and ultimately as practicing physicians who choose to live and serve in the Upper Peninsula. In Marquette, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
Halloween is just around the corner, but for kids with food restrictions, trick-or-treating can be more scary than fun. A nationwide initiative called the Teal Pumpkin Project makes Halloween safe for every child. A teal pumpkin outside of someone's home lets trick-or-treaters know they have non-food items like stickers and small toys. The Delta County Teal Pumpkin Project has been gaining traction for the last few years, with new homes being added to the virtual map every Halloween.
1 in 13 children in our community have food allergies, so there's a really good chance that there's a kid on every single block who would benefit from you participating. It's something that has a wide-scale impact, but even if you only impact one child, I think that's a success.
For information on how to participate in your local Teal Pumpkin Project, visit WZMQ19.com. The St. Vincent de Paul Food Pantry in Ishpeming is urgently reaching out to the community to help fill its shelves. The pantry serves over 300 households throughout the West End, and the need spikes around Thanksgiving and Christmas. This year, however, assistance typically coming from Feeding America has reportedly been decreased. Canned and boxed goods, juices, snacks, paper towels, and other items can be donated to the pantry with no appointment needed. Pantry staff say even a little will go a long way.
People that come to the pantry really need it. Times are hard, and we all see it. You can most likely drop off at your local church. They probably have a food basket there. However, you can drop off during pantry hours.
The pantry is open on Mondays from 10 a.m. to noon and Wednesday from 1 to 3 p.m. A new show highlights the chaos of local DMV, and actor Ben Stiller reflects on the past. Gwen Baumgartner has tonight's entertainment headlines.
A cult classic is returning to the big screen.
I am no master.
You sure look like a master to me.
The Last Dragon is celebrating 40 years as cast members reflect on its impact.
I think the legacy will be how many lives it's touched. And I have so many people come up to me, man, I did martial arts, I opened up my own karate school.
The martial arts dramedy returns to select theaters today and Wednesday. If you're looking for a little levity, head to the DMV. I mean this one.
Just give us a minute!
The new series puts humor into high gear, navigating angry customers and unapologetic coworkers.
What if you stay in your lane?
Yes.
Yes, I'm not following.
Catch DMV tonight on CBS and Paramount Plus. And Ben Stiller with a new kind of lead role.
We don't know Ben, that's why we're so messed up.
The actor with an unvarnished look at himself and his family in the new documentary Stiller and Mira, Nothing is Lost. With cameras rolling, Stiller unpacks his Hollywood upbringing as the son of two successful actors.
Those things are maybe sometimes at odds, the idea of like, well, what's the most honest movie, but then how do I also kind of protect, my feelings about my parents, not wanting to expose things about them.
Stiller and Mira, Nothing is Lost, is currently playing in select theaters. You can stream it on Apple TV this Friday.
Now don't go away. When we come back, Kelly Rowland returns to tell us what our tomorrow temperatures may be looking like. We'll be right back in just a couple minutes.
Fox Marquette Chevrolet is bringing you great deals every month all year long. From now through October at Fox Marquette Chevrolet, lease a 2026 Chevrolet Equinox for $399 a month for 36 months with zero due at signing. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet, experience the difference.
When you need a body shop, skip the corporate shops and outside investors. Go with your hometown body shop, Superior Collision. Our family opened Superior Collision in 2002, and we're still the ones who own and operate it today. Some places talk about community. We actually stand with our community, donating monthly back into Marquette County. When you need collision repair, choose Superior Collision, your local hometown body shop.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
From now through October at Fox Marquette Chevrolet, get 2.9% APR for 72 months on select new 2026 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 models. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet, experience the difference.
On the next edition of Comics Unleashed, with your host, Byron Allen. As 5 of the most hilarious comics take it to the edge every night, and nothing is off limits.
That's what I learned in any relationship. Communication is the most important thing. Yeah. The more you can avoid it, the better you'll do. Just avoid it altogether.
Comics Unleashed.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
And a final look at your forecast. We're preparing for a few days of rain and overcast skies, so make sure to just be careful. There are a lot of leaves on the roadways. We'll have some slick roads over these next few days. This is a look at your low temperatures for tonight, more so of an indication of what we should be seeing for the daytime highs, upper 40s, lower 50s, cloudy skies and rainy. Not much changing here. This is a look at our highs for tomorrow. We're still seeing upper 40s and lower 50s, so we have the southern winds kind of in effect right now and into the rest of the overnight, but then we'll have that northern and western wind keeping things cool. So not much change in the temperature. We will see the rain outlook kind of waver into that scattered and probable range. Most of the rain for this week will come for tomorrow, Wednesday, and linger into Thursday. But what you do notice here, we gradually clear the cloud cover out. We'll get plenty of sunshine back for the weekend, and it'll also make those temperatures go from the mid 40s. We do see those overnight lows getting close to that freezing, but by the time we get to the weekend and into next week, we will be sitting pretty into the mid to upper 50s.
Kelly, thank you again. Finally tonight, the celebration of Diwali was seen on NMU's campus last night. NMU students and community members had a chance to learn about the Festival of Lights during a traditional dinner celebration. Co-sponsored by the Lydia Olson Library and the NMU English Department, the event is in its second year, highlighting the significance of Hindu culture in all of Southeastern Asia. The holiday usually coincides with a new moon cycle falling on October 21st.
It's so beautiful. Everybody's dressed up in bright colors, and there's so many children here tonight too, so I'm excited for them to partake in a cultural event and learn some new folk dancing. So yeah, my heart is very full.
The 5 days of Diwali will conclude with Bahai Dooj, a celebration of the connection of brother and sister. That is all the time we have for tonight, everyone. We'll catch you back here again tomorrow at 6, 5 Central. See you then.
It's the Kirkish Furniture Spooky Savings Sale with scary good deals on appliances and more. Get up to 40% off Amish dining room sets. This Encore Effortless Soft Queen Mattress just $5.99. Whirlpool Top Load Washer $5.49. Going on now in Houghton.
At LJ Aesthetic Studio in Manistee, we believe that beauty is more than just skin deep. Improve your physical appearance, but also